everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say that Luna Nozawa's death will hit her father Dr. John Finnegan extra hard on the CBS soap. The good doctor will catch a case of carpe diem after losing his bio daughter. Will he try to make things right by spending time with his birth mom Sheila Carter, Kimberlyn Brown? The last time Luna died, Finn couldn't have cared less, but this time around the good doctor feels guilty after talking to Dylan about the car accident. Finn cut ties with his birth mother and daughter for his wife Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline Matsins Wood, but now he is having second thoughts. If he didn't want to be her dad, he could have at least been her doctor and got her mental health help. After losing Luna and realizing how cold he treated her when she was obviously mentally ill, B&B spoilers hint, Finn will start gravitating towards his birth mom. Steffi Forrester will try to remind her hubby of her ultimatums, but if he had stood up to her before, he would have been able to save his troubled daughter. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Sheila Carter and her son could bond together over losing Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, but Steffi will make it difficult for them. In Sheila's defense, she did just save Steffi and Hayes' lives during her granddaughter's last rampage at the beach house and lost another toe in the process. Shouldn't that score some brownie points with her unforgiving daughter-in-law? Despite the fact that Finn's mother has made so much progress, the odds of Steffi lifting her Sheila ban are slim to none. If Finn keeps crossing over to Team Sheila, his wife might change the locks and serve him with divorce papers. But after losing his daughter, Finn might just insist on having a relationship with his mother, whether his wife likes it or not. Do you think that Finn needs his mom after losing his daughter? Is Steffi being cold-hearted, or is she right to refuse to lift the Sheila ban? In the ever-twisting world of the bold and the beautiful, nothing stays static for long, and the next few weeks promise shockwaves that will leave fans gasping. At the center of the storm is Dr. John Finn Finnegan, whose internal turmoil and unexpected choices could rewrite the dynamics at Forrester Creations, and in the lives of the people he once swore to protect. With Finn's changing heart, the question arises, is Sheila Carter quietly recruiting a new ally, and could it be him? Finn has long been portrayed as the moral compass of the show, steady, compassionate, and until recently unshakable in his loyalty to Steffi. However, recent episodes have peeled back layers of his psyche, revealing a man at war with himself. He has found himself confronting uncomfortable truths about loyalty, love, and justice, as well as witnessing the destructive paths of those around him. The catalyst for Finn's shift is multifaceted. First, there is the mounting pressure of his professional life at Forrester Creations. Finn has always had a code of ethics, both in medicine and in his personal dealings. Yet he's been repeatedly confronted with situations where ethical boundaries blur, especially as the scheming Sheila Carter resurfaces. Finn's initial instincts to protect Steffi and his family are now clashing with a more nuanced recognition. Sometimes, the rules he follows might actually enable destruction rather than prevent it. Steffi's ongoing stress has also factored heavily into Finn's internal debate. He has watched her wrestle with trauma, family betrayals, and heartbreak, all while remaining a pillar of strength. The desire to shield her from more pain has pushed Finn to question whether his allegiance to truth and transparency is enough, or whether perhaps a more pragmatic, even morally ambiguous approach is required. Meanwhile, Sheila Carter continues to operate from the shadows, her reputation as a master manipulator and chaos architect intact. Traditionally, Sheila has relied on fear, charm, and psychological manipulation to achieve her goals. But this time, she may have found an entirely different type of leverage: Finn's empathy and his willingness to bend for love and loyalty. Sheila's reemergence in Los Angeles has been gradual, calculated. Unlike her previous brazen entrances, this time she's playing a subtler game. Instead of confronting Finn with threats, she's appealing to his sense of justice and his hidden frustration with the hypocrisy he perceives in the Forrester family. Could it be that Sheila is intentionally presenting herself as a morally ambiguous guide, someone who operates outside rules but gets results. And if Finn is starting to admire results over process, the stage may be set for a jaw-dropping alliance. Spoilers suggest that Finn's critical turning point comes when he witnesses the collateral damage caused by Steffi's rivals and enemies. His empathy, once an unambiguous strength, begins to feel like a vulnerability. He sees friends hurt, family betrayed, and the Forrester empire rocked by underhanded schemes. The frustration is building. For all the good intentions, Finn realizes that good deeds do not always protect the ones he loves. Enter Sheila, who makes a proposition that shakes Finn to his core. It's not outright villainy, nor is it a simple bribe. Instead, Sheila offers Finn a path where his actions can yield tangible results, where he can influence outcomes decisively rather than passively. It's a dangerous road, yes, but it's tempting, especially to someone who has been consistently undermined by forces he cannot control. Could Finn truly be joining forces with Sheila Carter? The concept may feel shocking, but the breadcrumbs are subtle yet undeniable. First, Finn begins to spend time in situations that naturally position him alongside Sheila, not as a captive or adversary, but as an observer who grows increasingly aligned with her methods. Second, Finn's conversations with key Forrester family members reveal a shifting tone. He no longer insists on transparency at every turn. Instead, he weighs outcomes, power dynamics, and tactical advantage. A critical scene reportedly involves Finn intervening in a Forrester family conflict, choosing to protect Sheila's interests over the expected loyalty to Steffi or Ridge. The act is not overtly malicious, but it signals a mental shift. Finn's values are still intact, but his moral calculus is evolving. This nuanced change has fans debating. Is Finn the new dark horse, a hero with shades of gray, or a tragic figure falling into moral compromise? Steffi Forrester is unlikely to accept Finn's evolving loyalties quietly. Spoilers hint at tense confrontations as Finn attempts to justify his choices. Steffi, ever intuitive and protective, senses the shift and begins to question whether the man she loves can maintain his moral compass. Their relationship faces an unprecedented challenge. Finn is not gone, but he is changing, and Steffi may need to adapt to a new reality where alliances are fluid and the lines between right and wrong blur. Adding fuel to the fire, Steffi's own family dynamics are in flux. Ridge is grappling with professional betrayals and personal dilemmas, while Taylor and Brooke continue to assert their influence in the Forrester world. Finn's potential drift toward Sheila could destabilize Steffi's support system, leaving her isolated at a crucial moment. The stakes are high, and the emotional fallout could be explosive. As Finn navigates his moral crossroads, other characters will inevitably feel the ripple effects. Dylan and Hope are particularly poised to notice changes in the Forrester ecosystem. Dylan, ever protective of his family, may attempt to intervene or uncover Sheila's motives, putting him directly at odds with Finn's new tactical approach. Hope, balancing her own professional and personal responsibilities, could serve as a voice of reason, or as an unwitting pawn in the complex chess game unfolding at Forrester Creations. Meanwhile, Sheila's network of influence is expanding. Loyalists and opportunists alike may recognize Finn's unique value, a man of integrity, now flexible enough to operate outside traditional boundaries, who can bridge her schemes with Forrester insider knowledge. This could mark the beginning of a subtle but formidable Team Sheila, composed not of overt villains, but of morally complex allies, capable of shaking up the entire narrative landscape. The potential alliance between Finn and Sheila sets the stage for several high-stakes storylines. Corporate sabotage. With Finn's insider knowledge, Sheila could execute plans to destabilize rival factions at Forrester Creations. This could involve intellectual property battles, design leaks, or strategic manipulation of key business deals. The intrigue would challenge both the Forrester legacy and the moral boundaries of Finn's character. Romantic tensions. Finn and Steffi's relationship could face the ultimate test. Even if Finn remains emotionally attached to Steffi, his tactical decisions may appear as betrayals, generating heartbreak, mistrust, and dramatic confrontations. Family fallout. Sheila's influence may extend to other Forrester family members, forcing Ridge, Brooke, and Taylor to reassess loyalties. Generational conflicts could resurface, with the question of ends justify means at the heart of family disputes. Unexpected alliances. Other characters may be drawn into the evolving Team Sheila dynamic, either by choice or circumstance. These alliances could create temporary bonds between former rivals, further complicating the social and corporate landscape. The beauty of this storyline lies in the complexity of Finn's character. Rather than a simple descent into villainy, Finn's journey highlights a nuanced exploration of morality. He is not abandoning his core values, but rather recalibrating them in response to circumstances that challenge traditional heroism. Finn embodies the tension between idealism and pragmatism, forcing viewers to ask difficult questions. Is it morally acceptable to bend the rules if the ultimate goal is protecting loved ones? Can an alliance with someone as notorious as Sheila Carter ever be justified? At what point does moral compromise become character-defining rather than circumstance-driven? These questions elevate Finn from a supporting hero to a central figure grappling with the very essence of ethical decision-making in a high-stakes, high-drama world. Early fan reactions to teasers and promos indicate polarized opinions. Some viewers are excited by the prospect of Finn embracing a darker, more strategic role, seeing it as a refreshing departure from predictable hero arcs. Others express concern that aligning Finn with Sheila risks alienating longtime fans who cherish his integrity and loyalty. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our BOLD and BUTI Fuel UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.